In the Know, a radio program talking to the newsmakers in Ogle, Lee, DeKalb counties and beyond, keeping you in the know. Here's your host, Charles Van Horn.
Keeping tabs on local history, Jan Devore with the Rochelle-Flagg Township Museum joins us about their new project involving keeping records of what area businesses are like today and yesterday in Rochelle. Are these going to be involved in an exhibit that's going to go up soon, or is this something that we might see 20 years down the road?
Both. We are working a long-term project documenting Rochelle business. We started out, our first chapter is 1853. Now we are showing two videos on our second floor about those early businesses. So if we take a jump forward to 2024, we can compile this information into what it looks like in 2024. And that'll just be a part of this exhibit on the second floor always. We have a flat screen TV up there that plays these videos that have audio as well as the visual. It's kind of interesting. So, yes, capturing today, but also for down the road. I mean, we love looking at these old pictures of what the businesses looked like in the 1800s. So somebody in 2050 is going to just marvel at what we collected here in 2024. I'm hoping anyway.
Businesses who want to contribute or to help out and give some of their own history can certainly do so by contacting you guys. You'll be out starting on September 5th and then every Thursday and Friday until, what, you run out of businesses?
I don't think yes, bottom line, we'd love to run out of businesses. We are working both from the Downtown Rochelle Association member list and the chamber list. And I must say that this idea is not ours. It was brought to us by, I think, a board member who might not have been a board member, who was in Quinn's Jewelry. And the Quinn's Jewelry people requested that maybe we'd think about taking pictures of the owners and any employees. He was particularly interested in capturing a picture of his mother, who is still alive and was instrumental when the business was first established. So we have Quinn's Jewelry to thank for getting us going on this project.
If you are a business that wants to take part in this and you contact the museum, not only are staff going to come by and take pictures, but what types of questions or perhaps history or documents should business owners have available to make it easier for you guys to collect the data?
Well, our little form asks for the business name, the business owner. It asks for employees. It asks for when the business was established. What's not on there is like, were you in previous locations? Did you have your business located somewhere else before where it is right now? And then just a brief history. It doesn't have to be extensive. Important things that maybe any business owner remembers about their business. We don't want to make it hard. Because we want a good response. We want people to kind of take this seriously and think about this as a nice opportunity to just sort of get something in writing that maybe they haven't thought about doing before.
If you are not in a business, of course, the museum is open. You have your hours listed on your website. What new exhibits do you guys have set up for this fall?
We right now have a little exhibit about schools, and we have a PowerPoint that goes along with that gives a little bit more of the early history of the schools. So that kind of ties in with this time of year. Kids are going back to school. And we are working on Chapter 3 of our early business information and hope to have a reception for that by the end of October, after we get the audio added to the video portion. So that's all I can think of at the moment.
How many copies of the stories are left, or is that sold out?
The first run sold out. but we will have a second order of 50 copies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
It is Autumn on Parade time. Almost. It's getting here. Meggan Dickson with Autumn on Parade is in studio this morning, and it's not that far away, is it?
It's not. It's almost 4 weeks away.
4 weeks. Okay.
Yes.
It's coming up in October, and it's the 5th and 6th, Saturday and Sunday, right?
It sure is. 8 to 5 on Saturday, October 5th, and 9 to 5 on Sunday, October 6th.
Okay. Give me some of the details of the things that are taking place. We know there's a big parade on Sunday, but Saturday it's just a great day with all the craft and vendors and just a good time.
Absolutely. We have a packed schedule for attendees this coming year. We have some surprise things up our sleeve, so everyone should keep an eye on our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook. And our full schedule of events has been released in the tabloid as well as published live on our website, which is autumnonparade.com. On Saturday, we've got a completely full market full of vendors who create homemade, homegrown, handmade items for purchase. We also have a fun zone that is free for kids 10 and under. We have bounce houses. We have a live petting zoo. It's one of the last petting zoos in the area where you get to actually get inside the enclosure and feed the animals. We have an entertainment hotspot where we've got live music that will be playing from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have a car show, we have a tractor show, and then there will be a tractor parade on Saturday at 4 p.m.
And talk about food.
Tons of
food. A lot of good food.
Yes. People get really excited about our food court. We have a lot of returning vendors, and we also have a handful of new vendors coming.
Well, I know Sunday is parade day, but there are other events as well.
On Sunday, our main attraction is at Parade, but we do also have a 60/40 raffle that runs all weekend long, and we are going to have a quiet time, some sensory hours in the fun zone during the parade time. So from 1 to 3, if your child would benefit from having more of a quiet experience in the fun zone, that would be the perfect time to visit.
Okay. The parade, I mean, it's probably as big as any parade around.
It's the largest parade in Northern Illinois.
Yeah. And it'll start at what time?
1 o'clock. The parade steps off at 1 o'clock.
Okay. So when the parade is over, you get to breathe again.
No. You got to go shop. Go shop and get more snacks.
Oh, there you go. Because the food still going on
It will,
Sunday.
yes. Yeah. The whole festival will run until 5 p.m. on Sunday.
53rd annual Autumn on Parade. Man, I just can't imagine a better festival in the fall in Oregon.
It's such a huge draw. We get a major crowd. Lots of fun. Fun for all ages.
So if you were to recommend someone that's never been to Autumn on Parade, how should they approach that Saturday or Sunday? What's their plan of attack?
Wear some comfortable shoes, bring a bag. You're going to find a lot of shopping goodies. And actually, we have a limited edition Autumn on Parade tote bags that will be for sale in the info booth. Small handful of them, cash and carry. So first come, first serve there. Bring cash. Bring cards. We do have an ATM on site. Bring an empty belly because the food we have to offer is so good. Our entertainment hotspot is going to be really enjoyable. It is a 21 and older space, and so you need to make sure that you've got a valid ID in order to enter. Bring some cash for the 60/40 tickets.
All right. So there's your perfect weekend, October 5th and 6th.
Absolutely. And sponsored this year by Edie Etnier. So huge thank you to them for being our festival sponsor.
Okay. Anything else we should bring up about AOP?
Oh, we've got lots of secrets to be revealed. So make sure people are following along on our social media pages and checking on our website.
Okay. Meggan, a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Autumn on Parade coming up in Oregon on October 5th and 6th. Going to be a great weekend in Oregon.
Coming up on the 21st, next Saturday in Malta, a fun event's going to be happening, their Fall Fest. On the phone with us is Malta Seedlings Committee Member Erin McNeal. Kicking off that afternoon, a bunch of great activities you guys have lined up. How many years in a row have you guys done this?
Oh, gosh, I think we're on 6. We missed a year there with the pandemic, but I think it started in 2019, I believe, or 2018. It's a fall tradition here. You know, we're an agricultural community, so we like to celebrate the harvest, and we just thought this was a great way to get the community together at this time and have a little fun.
The activities you guys have lined up, of course, include great food and music, but what other events do you have that sort of make Malta's Fall Fest unique?
Well, something I always say is we are an incredibly family-friendly town, and our events are always family-friendly. You know, we have grandparents to babies. We always have free activities for the kids. We have a great playground there. People are welcome to, pull up with their chairs and make themselves comfortable here. The library is hosting sack races, tug of war, an Animal Quest live animal show, and a popcorn bar for kids. And then we have the parade at 3 p.m., which usually, kids are just loaded down with candy during that. So, and if anybody still wants to participate in the parade, we have a couple spots. So if any businesses or organizations would like to be in the parade, or individuals, they can reach out to us on Facebook.
Let's talk about the sack races and tug of war. Is it divided by age groups, weight,
yes.
parts of town?
Yeah, it'll be by age groups for the kids, and, hopefully we'll get a good competition going. So.
I just hurt myself just thinking about the sack races, just so you know.
Yes, not for the adults. I think, we're going to have the kids do it this time. Yeah.
My hips hurt already just thinking about it.
No.
Malta Fall Fest going on until the evening on Saturday night. You've got a band playing this year.
Yeah, Rollin' Whiskey, and they are hailed as an amazing country music experience you will not forget. So, and we've always got, like I said, grandma down to babies up there dancing and having a good time. And we have a beautiful gazebo stage, and it's just a really good space for music.
If somebody wants to find out more about Malta's Fall Fest, where can they go on the internet?
Sure. Well, the Malta Seedlings Committee has a Facebook page, and the Malta Fall Fest has a Facebook page. That's probably the quickest way to get a hold of us. But if you like email, you can do Malta Seedlings, SEEDLINGS, Malta Seedlings @gmail.com.
All right, Erin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Joining us on the phone, Executive Director of the Rochelle Chamber of Commerce, Tricia Herrera. Good morning.
Good morning.
Quartermania is coming up not that far away, actually, just the middle of November. And you guys are getting the ball rolling on that. You're looking for silent auction items and fun baskets, right?
We are. So one big part of the night is the silent auction. We have our members donate items that are either promotional to their business, or sometimes they go totally the opposite way, right? And they purchase something, or they get some sort of big item, a cooler or a basket together of local products, and then we get to put those on the silent auction, and that's just another way that we add to the fundraising part of the evening.
Doors open at 5 p.m. on November 16th, going from 6 to 10 p.m. at the flight deck. Going to be a great time. Quartermania, though. Explain what the Quartermania concept is. What's the big deal with that?
So don't let the quarter auction part of it scare you. It's really fun. It's really easy to get to be a part of, and it's really easy to learn that part, right? So we have our vendors. This is a way for our direct sellers, our small business, crafters, artisans, all of them to be a part of one of our events. And so they get to choose an item that they think is the showpiece of their collection, and they get to have it in the quarter auction. They decide the dollar value of it and how many quarter bid it is, and then we go ahead and we ask everyone to put the paddles up if they want to bid. We put a quarter in the basket. We'll have our little quarter collectors there, and then you can bid. So actually you can get prizes that are probably $50 to $100 value for 1 or 2 quarters. How cool is that? That
is pretty fun. So the big quarter auction, how many items do you guys typically have up for auction at these events?
So it kind of depends on the amount of vendors we have, but we have in the past have had up to 20 vendors, and we do 2 rounds. So that could be 40 items that you could get. We are still looking for vendors, so if you are interested in being a vendor, just contact the Chamber, and we can get you signed up for that portion of it as well.
There's some entertainment, too, for the evening.
There is. So it's always a great little addition, where it's the kickoff, right? We call it the unofficial kickoff of the holiday season. Studio C will be bringing out 2 groups of their dancers to perform some holiday dance and holiday music. So it's always a fun time. It's just a good time. The flight deck will have food and drink specials. There'll be time in between the rounds of the Quartermania, the quarter auction part, to enjoy that, enjoy the dancing, get bidding on the silent auction items, and then, of course, scoping out the best thing that you want to bid on for the quarter auction.
And if you want to go home with a little extra cash in your pocket, you do have that 50-50.
We do have that 50-50 raffle, so we're excited for that portion of it as well. Everyone could always use a little extra cash at the holiday season, right?
Definitely doesn't hurt. Somebody wants to find out more about Quartermania, where do they go, or if they want to be a vendor?
They want to contact us at the Chamber. They can either send us an email at rochellechamber@gmail.com. They can stop in at 501 6th Avenue, or they can give us a call, 562-4189.
As you always say, you love visitors at your office, don't you?
I love visitors at my office.
The Rochelle Chamber, Tricia Herrera, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for listening to this week's In the Know. The program returns next week at this time with another great conversation with someone from your community.